Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling totally confused, drained, maybe even questioning your own sanity? You knew something felt off, but you just couldn't put your finger on it. Might even have found yourself thinking, maybe I'm just being too sensitive. What if I told you that feeling isn't an accident? What if it's a carefully designed illusion, a mind game meant to disarm you? Especially if you're someone who feels things very deeply. This is a quiet kind of warfare, one waged against empaths far more than we realize. If you're a highly sensitive person or an empath, your ability to feel what others are feeling is basically a superpower. It's what makes you a deep, compassionate friend, a loving partner, and a beacon of kindness in a world that's just starving for it. But here's the tough part. That very strength, that beautiful depth, can also make you a target. Bullies, whether if they're on the playground, in the office, or in our own families, they can be drawn to that light. They don't see your kindness as a strength. They see it as a weakness they can exploit. And their attacks aren't always obvious. Forget fists and loud threats. More often, their weapons are psychological. They're designed to subtly tear apart your self-worth, crumble your boundaries, and make you doubt who you are at the very core. These attacks leave inevitable scars that can tank your confidence, your health, and your ability to trust yourself for years. It can even lead to some serious long-term anxiety, depression, even PTSD. So today we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden abuse. We'll break down the 3 most common and damaging mind games that bullies use against empaths. Just knowing these tactics is the first most powerful step for you to start taking your power back. And then we'll talk about a gentle yet profound way to heal those energetic wounds through REIKI. This isn't just about surviving. It's about learning how to thrive again, to trust that amazing intuition of yours, and build an energetic shield that protects your beautiful, sensitive soul. If we haven't met yet, my name is Berries. I'm an artist, healer, and spiritual teacher, and today we're going to explore 3 mind games that abusive people use in order to get empathic people to let their boundaries down. So the first and most sneakiest mind game is what I call the reality warp. You've probably heard it by its other name, gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone deliberately tries to make you doubt your own perceptions, your memories, even your own sanity. For an empath who's so tuned into the energy and unspoken truths in the room, this is incredibly confusing. You feel something's wrong, but the gaslighter will flat out deny it. They'll insist that you're imagining things, or that you totally misunderstood, or the thing that you know and witnessed that happened, they claim it never happened. They hit you with lines like, you're being overly sensitive, or that's not how it happens, you always exaggerate. And the classic, I was just joking, can't you take a joke? These phrases are meant to slowly chip away at your trust of your own judgment. Highly sensitive persons and empaths are especially vulnerable here because many of us have been told our whole lives that we feel too much or that we overreact. Shut up, you are. That old wound creates a little crack within our self-trust, and the bully knows exactly how to pry it open. The second mind game is called the Soul Critic. This is a targeted, relentless campaign of criticism aimed right at the heart of who you are. A bully using this tactic becomes an expert on your weak spots. They'll study you. They'll find your insecurities. Maybe it's your weight, your accent, your soft-spoken nature, or a hobby that you're really passionate about. And they will turn it into a weapon against you. This isn't just friendly teasing. It's a strategy to wear your self-esteem down until there's almost nothing left. The Soul Critic makes you feel like you're fundamentally flawed. They might take your kindness and still call you a doormat. They might see your sensitivity and label you as weak. They take your greatest gifts and twist them until they look like character defects. This is so painful for empaths because we feel words. A sharp comment doesn't just bounce off, it sinks in and it poisons our energy, sometimes for even years. And the third mind game, that's the isolation trap. A bully knows there are strength in numbers. Their power shrinks when you have a strong support system. Their goal is to cut you off from your friends and allies, to make you feel totally and completely alone. This often involves some sneaky social manipulation. They might spread rumors or use triangulation, which is where the bully creates drama between you and the other people that you trust. In some cases, a third-party situation. They might even pull a friend of yours aside and say with fake concern, I'm just worried about Maria. Maria, she said this thing about you the other day. Twisting your words or just making something up. Or they'll be incredibly charming and helpful to everybody in the group. So when you finally say something is wrong, nobody believes you. They paint a picture where you are the problem. You're the paranoid one, the difficult one, the liar. This is especially cruel for empaths, who have such a deep need for connection and harmony. Just recognizing these mind games is a huge first step. It's like flipping on a light in a dark room. All of a sudden, you see the manipulation for what it is, and you can stop blaming yourself. But what about the wounds that are still there? The anxiety, the self-doubt, the broken trust, heck, the lack of trust within yourself. This is where we can shift from just understanding the problem to actively healing it. These psychological attacks create what you could call an energetic wound. As an empath, your energy system is naturally way more open. When you're dealing with gaslighting, constant criticism, and isolation, all that negative energy just gets stuck in your system. Over time, it can create blockages, mess with your energy flow, and keep you stuck in a state of high alert or complete depression. It's like the body remembers the trauma even long after the bullying has stopped. This journey I know firsthand. In fact, the entire reason I became a Reiki master was so that I could heal my own wounds from bullying. I learned that just talking about it, while it was super important, sometimes it was not enough. You have to find a way to heal on the energetic level. And one of the most powerful and gentle ways to do that is with Reiki. Reiki is a Japanese form of energy healing. The word itself means universal life energy. The whole idea is that a practitioner can channel this healing energy to you, either through a light touch or even from long distance, to kickstart your body's natural healing process and restore your emotional and physical well-being. It's not a religion. It's a deeply relaxing and restorative spiritual practice. And if you're interested in incorporating Reiki into your healing toolkit, make sure to check us out on Patreon. First, Reiki gives you a safe place to let go of stored trauma. During a session, you go into a deep state of relaxation. The calm state allows your body's fight or flight response, which has probably been working overtime, to finally stand down. As the Reiki energy flows through you, it gently starts to break up those energetic blockages, helping you release the fear, shame, and anger you might have been carrying for years. It's common to feel like a huge weight has been finally lifted after you've completed a session. Second, Reiki helps you patch up your energetic boundaries. Think of constant psychological attacks as creating little tears within your aura, your natural energy shield. This can leave you feeling raw, exposed, and way too sensitive to everybody else's moods. Reiki helps mend and build this shield. It helps you build back a strong, resilient, energetic boundary. This doesn't mean you have to shut yourself off from the world. It just means creating a healthy filter so that you can still be an empath without being a sponge for all the negative energy out there. Finally, and here's the most important part, Reiki helps you reconnect with your own intuition. A bully's ultimate goal is to cut the connection that you have with your own inner voice. They want you to trust them, not yourself. Reiki can help clear out the mental and emotional static from all of that abuse, so you can finally hear that quiet inner voice again. It quiets that internalized critic, plugs you back into your soul's wisdom. As you heal, you start to trust your gut again. You can feel when somebody's energy is off, and you can feel empowered to act on it. Not with aggression, but with a calm, centered confidence. You learn to trust yourself again, and that's the ultimate way to reclaim your power. So there they are, the reality warp that messes with your sanity, soul critic that attacks your worth, and the isolation trap that cuts you off from help. These tactics are designed to use your greatest strengths, your kindness and sensitivity against you. But your sensitivity is not and has never been the problem. It is a gift. The problem is the abuse. The way forward isn't to become hardened or feel helpless. It's to become wiser, more discerning, more deeply connected with your own power. Healing is a journey. It takes awareness and it requires action. Recognizing these patterns is your shield. Healing your energetic wounds is your path back to yourself. Tools like Reiki offer a gentle way to release the trauma, rebuild your boundaries, and restore that sacred connection to your own gut feelings. It's a way of telling your soul, I see you, I honor you, I will protect you. Healing is so possible, and you deserve to feel safe, confident, and joyful in your own skin. If any of this resonated with you today, if you've ever experienced these mind games, your story is valid, and sharing it might be the very thing that helps someone else who's feeling lost right now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let's create a space of support here. What mind games have you run into, and what has helped you to get on your own healing journey? Thanks for watching, and until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.